Vinny Caravella.
Alex Navarro.
Cars.
Let's go.
You know I love them.
Boost.
Here's a game that has cars.
Boost.
Grid.
He's tearing it up.
What are you doing?
He's in the lead. He's owning the race.
Is that
how they do it? The announcing?
Not
is that
really.
The announcing?
Not exactly.
Oh man, that's Sonic Racing Transformed.
Yeah, no, this is not
Boost.
that. This is Cars.
Oh, okay.
This is Cars.
Cars. Oh, this is Cars.
This is Grid.
This is Lightning McQueen.
No.
Okay.
This is Grid. This is a new game from Codemasters. It is a continuation of their. Originally kind of started out as the Toka Race Driver series, and then they made some of these. I think they've made some other Grid games many years ago. It's been a while.
The Grid has been knocking around in some form or
for
another.
some time. So this is a new one. It is out on PS4, Xbox One, and the personal computer. It is $60, and it is all right.
All right.
Well,
thank you very much, Alex Navarro. We'll be back with more.
Yes.
It is all right. This is hey Alex. This is apparently the 4th Grid title in the Toka series. Of which I guess there are 10 titles.
There were a
in
bunch
the
of Toka games,
okay.
yeah. So I'll just say right up top, my save did not carry over from home, so we're just going to start roughly from the beginning. It doesn't really matter.
Okay.
The progress is you drive more cars. Here are several different racing disciplines, touring cars, stock, tuners, GT, the F1 style racing, and then these specialty invitationals. So these are the different disciplines. The career just takes you through a series of races through each one. Multiplayer is exactly what you think it is. There are a couple of little hooks in this game. For the most part, this is a very straightforward racing game. There is not really a whole lot of trimmings around the edges, not a whole lot to really consider other than here are the cars, drive them. Okay. So where should I start, Vinny? Which would you like to see?
Well, you know what? Out of the gate, I'm a little impressed that we have so many options here. So let's start with F1.
You want to do F1 right out of the gate?
Yeah,
Let's do it.
Yeah.
All right, so I got to buy one of these cars.
Buy a car. Oh, I'm sorry. Once we buy this, are you not going to be able to do other
No, it's
types?
fine. Yeah, I totally can. I have enough money.
Okay.
So let's go ahead and let's do a little F1 racing. I think this is a 2-round series, so we will go through these. At the start of each race, you can do a hot lap if you want to try and improve your grid position.
Nice.
I'm not going to do that here, just for the sake of time. But yeah, there are a couple of little things here. There's a team system, which is pretty limited. You have one teammate on the track with you, and you can kind of command them to either defend or to push up.
No matter what type of thing you're doing, F1
As far as I can tell, there has been a teammate with me on pretty much every race that I've noticed. There's also a rival system. If you start bumping into people too much, the AI will start getting aggressive toward you, like a specific racer.
That specific racer,
yeah.
Okay. So do you know who your teammate is here?
Nick Whittle, the guy with the green helmet there, is the guy that is on my team.
Look at you. All right, Alex.
Yes.
Let's see the different views.
Okay, hold on. Let me get around this turn, and then I will do that. There is a rewind system if you want to do that.
Unlimited?
There are a limited number of them per race.
Okay. Oh, I see. In the lower left.
Yeah, yes, I just wrecked into that guy, but who cares?
You're a real jerk racer.
I am. So here are some of the different views.
Okay.
Here's your cockpit view.
Okay.
Here's your if you want to see more steering wheel. Yeah, I'm wrecking into into here. It's not really the way you want to drive.
Okay.
I like this view. You know me. I like the butt of the car.
Yeah.
I like to stare at it.
Can you get one more step back?
Yes.
Okay.
It's not a big step, but it is a step.
Yeah, it is a step.
I like the slightly closer view in this one, yeah.
All right, you got your racing line.
Yeah, you have your racing line. There are multiple difficulty options. I would say for anyone who is an experienced driving game person, you are probably going to want to tune the AI up a little bit. I have found the medium default AI to be pretty easy to boss around. Hard is reasonably challenging.
Okay.
And then you can tune other stuff. Like you can turn the racing line off if you want. You can. There's some different tweaks you can make. You can make the damage much more than just cosmetic if you want. You know, all the basic things you would expect from like a relatively high budget racing game.
Right. This is a $60 game.
Yes. This is a $60 game, and I don't mind that there isn't necessarily like a whole lot, like it's not like a Forza thing where there's like a billion cars or what have you. It's
or like a theme.
Yeah, or like a particular theme. Like that's okay. It's more that just like there's not really anything about this game that like is super exciting. The driving engine is fun. Like the cars handle pretty well, I've found. The team system is not very fleshed out, but it's there. I like that sometimes the AI just fucking hates you. That's great. There's not a lot of tracks. I don't know the exact number, but it is not a huge variety, I have found. And, you know, sometimes you just want to drive cars, and I'm cool with that. I enjoy that. But I don't know. I feel like there's like a hook missing from this game, and I can't quite figure out exactly what it is.
Like a little oomph.
There's just like something to make it stand out more. I don't know. Like it's good. It's just kind of good in all facets, but not great at any one particular thing. I'm gonna take a second here and see if there's anything special for the PC, like VR, and make sure it's got obviously racing wheel support, which I would just assume. You would have to assume, but you never know. You know, sometimes stranger things have happened. I think I'm gonna win this race.
Yeah, I'm not seeing.
I won.
Okay, I'm not seeing out of the gate here yes or no on VR support. I am seeing people asking for VR support.
Right.
I assume you'd be able to just use Track IR, but I don't know. And I'm also, maybe I shouldn't do this. I'm going to assume it's got full racing wheel support for the PC version.
Yeah, it's worth looking into at least before you jump into it.
Because you know, like a solid all-around racing game on the PC.
Yes.
For people who have nice setups and are there.
Yeah.
That
is an appealing thing.
Yeah, it's an appealing thing. Because you know, sometimes you get an F1 game, a rally game, a stock car game.
Right.
And this seems to have, you know, a pretty decent mix.
A good mix of stuff. Yeah.
And the, you know, you've played a decent amount of these Codemasters games. The racing model is good, right?
I mean, the thing I like about like the dirt rally games is that they're really hyper focused. You know, like they know exactly what they're going for. The rally stuff is really well done. It's challenging. This feels a little bit more broad, obviously, just with the different disciplines, and also just like it's not that hard of a game, you know. Like you have to tune the difficulty up if you really want a challenge out of it. And I think once you do, it is relatively challenging, but it's nothing about it feels very like I don't know, like nothing about it feels that focused.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense.
All right, so this is our second of the two races for the F1 series here. Let's see if I can win without crashing into anyone. No. Thankfully, that thing's pretty snappy.
I don't know enough about the Toka series or Grid to know if there should be a personality that carries over.
I mean, the Toka games were always about playing different racing disciplines. It was about a bunch of different ones. That's kind of how they've always been. And they were never, like, the standouts. Like, back in the day, it was, like, the Colin McRae rally games were the ones that I felt like were more notable. But I like the Toka games. I remember some of the Xbox ones. I used to play the shit out of them. But no, they weren't the most personality-filled games. I don't remember a lot about the earlier Grid games. I know I played them, but I can't say that, like, they left, like, a specific impression on me.
I would say there's probably footage of you.
Yeah, probably. Maybe. I don't know. I don't think I ever covered them.
No, really? Okay.
No, I think that might have been more...
Was it Drew at the time?
Drew at the time, yeah. Okay. So we're in Havana now. Oh, boy. All right, let's try not to...
Let's see. I'm trying to think after this, what is the least F1? Probably a rally? A dirt rally, if they have it?
Yes. They don't really have rally racing. This is all like track discipline. Yeah. All the different car types are essentially geared for regular racing track. I mean, it's a lot of like city racing.
And not time stuff, not point. Is that what
there are some like hot lap races? I think in the career, like, hey, you just want to try and get the best lap, but it isn't like straight up rally cars the way that like the dirt rally games are.
They have a pretty good car selection for all these different disciplines?
Not a huge number. Like, as far as I can at least in the little bit of F1 I've done, there's only been one car. But there are, like, I'd say between 4 and 6 different cars for each of the other ones, at least at the outset. I don't know if they add more later or what.
Whoa.
That was a move.
That guy got a good picture of you.
Yeah, I probably shouldn't have done that.
There we go. Got one more time rewind potion.
Yeah, it looks like I've only got one more reverse, so I got to make it count.
Do you wind up in the time you played with it? Have you wound up using the partner much?
Here and there, like, you know, you're judged in addition to. All right, well, I guess I gotta just. This is it. This is the last one I get. You are judged as a team in addition to your individual standing at the end of a race. So, like, if your team needs better points, you're gonna want to try and make them push up, or you know, if they're in a good position to block for you, you want them to defend.
And that's all D-pad?
Yeah, and at a certain point, they're kind of like, hey, maybe this guy can't be in position to do that right now, so they'll tell you if it's gonna work or not. They're holding. Yeah. See, I just told them to defend, and they're defending. Right now, he's ahead of me because he had a better starting position. So, and, you know, second place is good, so he should hold that for now.
Okay.
This is the final lap. Let's get out of mid-pack.
That sounds like a good idea. I'll try that. For you, I will try that.
Nice.
Eat it, Felix.
Nice. Are these cars smaller than, like...
Whatever. I mean, I don't know. I don't watch a lot of F1, so I don't know if there are specific, like, hey, this F1 car is smaller than other F1 cars.
Or, like, European F1 is different than other kinds of F1. I mean, F1 is international, but
yeah,
I know a person who could answer my questions.
Unfortunately, they are not here right now. I'm sorry. I'm not that guy.
It's okay.
I'm not the F1 guy. There's a reason I don't play those F1 games, because honestly, I just don't know enough about it.
I'm sorry I've set you up for the
for the inevitable comments of, well, why doesn't Alex know about F1? Why don't you know more about that car thing that I like? To which I respond, I'm sorry.
Whatever, you're in fourth place.
I'm sorry.
All right, look at you.
Yeah.
All that money. Jedi.
I think our team did all right.
Show me another discipline.
I will show you another discipline.
There is no, I assume there is no NASCAR. That is a thing.
There is stock car.
Stock car, okay.
Yes, and there are like oval tracks.
Okay.
But I don't believe they use specific NASCAR branding.
That would be, remember that NASCAR game they made? They might, I wonder if they still make them.
I think they still do. I don't know if it's yearly, but they still do regular NASCAR games, I think.
And all this.
That's me. I haven't changed my name in this. You can go into like your racer profile. You can add a name and all that stuff. Let's do one of these invitationals. Let's do some minis in San Francisco. What do you say?
Like on the roads of San Francisco?
Yeah.
Man.
Let's do it.
There you go.
So these invitational ones are like, you know, here's a specific car type. Here's, you know, like it seems like they're more like like challenges as opposed to just like straight up career races.
Okay, so this is kind of a grab bag.
Yeah.
With a beautiful and commanding view of the Pacific Ocean, here we are in San Francisco for the Grid.
So you're not on the streets of San Francisco. You're on a track in San Francisco.
Well, Alex,
Yeah.
and I've just been
We're
told
David
by
Aldridging this, so like we were interrupting the commentators as they are about to try and explain what's going on in this here race.
Hey, good luck. I'll keep you updated.
Thank you.
People race minis? Is that a
Yeah,
thing?
people race anything.
Yeah, I guess people
Anything
race.
with a motor in it, they will race.
You're absolutely right.
Now, if you're asking me, do people watch Mini Cooper races? I don't know. But in video game terms,
Sure.
they work just fine.
And are these licensed? Are these actual...
These are minis, yeah.
Mini Coopers?
I believe so. Yeah, there are car licenses in this. Like, you know, there are several different car brands in this.
All right. Clunk.
Oh, hey, my teammate's in first. He should hold that.
All right, I'll see if they can block any overtakes.
Yeah, don't let anyone get ahead of you, man.
Yeah, they're gonna defend for us.
Good. Good. They are doing their job then.
So, Nick Whittle again.
Is my teammate.
Interdisciplinary Nick Whittle.
Yes.
He can drive anything.
Yeah, so, I mean, you can unlock new teammates that have different stats. And then, you know, they either cost a certain amount or, you know, they have certain abilities that are better than others.
I see. You could dump Nick Whittle and get somebody else?
I could if I want to. I won't, though, because I'm loyal to my boy Nick.
Alex, I don't expect you to have the answers to every one of my racing questions,
but you do actually.
But I will ask them anyway.
Yeah.
Do you know if they ever just like kind of cordoned off streets like this in a city to define a track where cars then race through the streets of a city?
I do believe they have done this in some limited capacities. I mean, I don't know that they have done this in San Francisco to this degree, but I don't think this is this is an idea invented out of whole cloth for video games.
Okay, like this could have happened?
Maybe, but I don't know that, like, on this scale, in this city in particular,
Okay.
like, I don't know where they have done that. Like,
I feel like I would have heard about it. Like, close down something like New York City so they could race cars through
yes.
it.
Let me tell you what I know.
Okay.
I know a lot more about racing video games than I do about actual racing.
Fair enough.
That is where my knowledge lies, in the video game interpretations of this as opposed to the real life versions of the sport.
What if it snowed in San Francisco?
That could never happen, and how dare you even ask the question?
Final lap. Keep that lead
I am
intact.
power drifting.
You're killing it.
Yeah. Because I haven't turned the difficulty up.
So what's it on now? Normal?
It's on the normal medium difficulty.
I assume this game has like car tuning and.
Yeah, there's a degree of tuning. It's not. From what I glanced at, it did not seem like it was like super deep, but
Okay.
you know, there are things you can do.
Do you click in a stick and get a horn?
No,
Then this is not a racing game.
I agree. This game is garbage.
How dare they? Oh, look at that ticker. The ticker tape all up in your car.
Hell yeah.
Nice job. Look at you. You're killing it.
All right, we'll do one more here, and
We'll
then I think we'll
scratch
call
that.
it.
You want to try another discipline?
Yeah, let's see what we get here.
So what was there? There's F1, stock,
GT.
GT. What is this called? Is this called minis?
Minis, yeah.
Is there lawnmower racing?
I have not seen that, but I haven't gotten deep enough in to know if that's one of the challenge options. Here's our little
weird,
cars.
Yeah, this is a little weird. Like, you're players of the match. You're, wow, you did it. You got on the board.
Okay, so that's another mini thing. But you can see like what some of the
Yeah.
other ones are here.
Oh.
Let's see. We got the GT. We got the tuners.
Uh-huh.
We got the stock.
What would you like to do?
You know, let's just do one of these. I want to do something in a.
Well, can you look at, before we go into there, any of the purchasing options for cars and see if they have like a garage or something?
Well, there is. Here we go in the player profile. The garage is kind of like, here you go. Here's what's available.
I see. And
So this is the all. But if we go into different
I
categories,
see.
like here are the ones you can get for
Go to the tuners. This is where we're going to see your car, right?
potentially.
All right, let's see if they got it.
Might. Well, let's see.
It's getting too old now. People not.
Nissan, Subaru, BRZ.
They have Nissan. in
Oh, there's the
there.
Impreza,
Okay.
but that's not the one. Yeah, those are like, that's the racing specific version of it.
Okay, so if this
This is
is
about touring, actually.
yeah, would it be in there?
It might,
Possibly.
yeah, at WRX STI.
Nice.
So I don't have the STI. I have the WRX though.
Sure.
Also,
So you
that's
should
not the car I'm looking at. That's the one. That's the car.
buy it and drive it. Let's do it.
All right. Well, I can. Then I'll just go into the career and I'll do the
Okay.
GT,
Okay.
or is it the touring?
Touring.
Yeah, the touring. And then I'll buy my car.
Are these longer races?
No, they're about the same. Give me that car.
Looks just like your car.
And you can change the
Decals and
the
stuff?
livery
Oh, nice.
if you're into that sort of thing.
Oh wow, what are you gonna put on it?
I don't know. I got some options here.
Yours is blue, right?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, this is close enough.
Okay.
We'll go with that.
Yours does not have any stripes on it.
No, there's no logos on my car.
Maybe an inspection sticker. That's about it.
Yeah, probably. So yeah, there's multiplayer. Obviously, you can go online. You can race.
Do you know if you can race as a team?
That I don't know.
Okay.
The only on-run race I did, I just sort of jumped into a quick match just to make sure the servers were working.
And they were.
It seemed like it, yes.
Okay. Did you place?
I don't remember how well I did. I do remember a lot of people wrecking into each other.
She's a two-time world time attack champion, as well as a regular top-level touring car driver.
Oh, it looks like the race is about to start.
All right. Look inside. See if it looks exactly like your car.
Good luck out there.
Okay. Yeah. Oh yeah. You have all those switches.
Definitely not.
Definitely not. Look at you stealing the inside. Oh, did you lose?
Ultra undercut.
Did you get like a penalty?
Track limits exceeded. Yeah, so that's
Okay.
there's a point where you do get penalties for
Okay.
that.
For driving on the grass.
Yeah,
Do it again.
track limits exceeded.
Hey, listen. You gotta know the rules that break the rules.
Exactly. So undercutting is allowed to a point. It's just that you need to kind of still be on the road to do it.
It's like you gotta keep two wheels in bounds.
Exactly.
Have you ever raced the car?
No.
Like even for not like on city streets or like at an event or something?
No, never have. I have never driven a car fast enough for racing speeds, except on a freeway, and I was definitely not racing anyone when I was doing that.
Right, just trying to get somewhere.
Yep.
Just driving to E3.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll ask them to push.
Yeah, get out of 16th place, man. Come on.
Okay, they're starting to attack.
Good. Get to work, man.
Come on,
And
Nick.
put you on this team for you to fucking lollygag back there.
Attack going into lap 2.
Does your teammate drive the same car you're driving?
Yes, it does seem like they are usually driving the same car.
All right, let's overtake this fool up here.
Yeah, Giuseppe. Coming for you, Giuseppe.
What is touring? Do you know what that means? Like what designation is that?
I mean, I assume it's just like tricked out versions of like modern cars, like regular cars.
And what's a tuner?
Tuners are like street racing, I think, a little bit more. You were
I'm
you were
sorry.
asking me some questions that I'm not necessarily equipped to answer.
I'll write them in my journal.
I'm just the guy who likes driving the cars in the video games, man.
I mean, I know it gets a lot tougher when they have added in 5 completely different types of racing disciplines.
Yes. All right, last lap.
Final lap.
Lap, so hold the lead through to the end now.
I can do that.
Keep it together, Alex.
I'm trying.
Where's Nick? All the way back there.
Nick, get to
Jeez,
work.
Nick.
All right, requesting to push.
At least he's not in last.
But, they can't attack at the moment.
Oh, why? Are you busy?
Come on, Nick.
You got something else going on in your life right now?
Nick, cut the inside. Ooh, look at you.
We got this.
It's interesting to me that Codemasters is just kind of back there making racing games.
Yeah, they kind of worked for a while.
Yeah.
And then they kind of came back hard with like the dirt rally stuff.
Well,
and
they tried expanding out into other areas. You know.
Yeah.
There was a window there where they were making other stuff. Was it Overlord? I think that was Codemasters.
Mhm.
They controlled those little things. Now, like I feel like every year and a half, 2 years, you kind of get either a dirt or some kind of car racing.
some kind of car
And
racing.
usually they just drop.
Because I think Dirt Rally 2 came out this year, didn't it?
Did it? Was it this year?
I
don't
think
know.
it was this year. It was like early this year.
Grid.
Grid.
You've done it.
I've done it.
Any other modes?
We can just check out the multiplayer real quick if you
Sure.
want. See if anyone's online right now.
Why don't you do cancel this and do me a favor and try a private match just to see if you can set anything up. Yeah, let's see what. Okay, discipline, cars, got it. Season privacy friendly AI drivers. Okay. I was wondering if you can set a thing for like teammates or something like that.
Yeah.
No local, huh?
Not that I could see.
Uh-oh.
That looks like they're dropping me in here.
Uh-oh. Alex. Serious racing now.
All right, let's see what we got.
Oh, boy. So this could be anything.
Yeah, I don't know what I've just dropped into here. Though I am seeing a lot of
Commodores?
AI names.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How you feeling about this one?
See if anyone here is real besides me.
And I don't just mean traveling here, Alex, but
I mean, do you think somebody looking at your name would think it's an AI name?
Well, mine says player 1 right now, so probably.
Oh, it's your in-game name, not your PSN name?
I don't know. Let's see.
Well, it won't be too long until we get underway here for the opening race. So
See if anyone else shows up.
Anywhere.
Whoa!
Whoa. Now looking to take a few free places up here. Okay, sorry, it looks like things are about to get underway.
Are you...
Okay. Well, that didn't happen the last time I jumped into a match.
Alex, maybe we call it there.
Oh, that's a shame. There was a problem.
Grid.
Grid.
Available PS4, Xbox
You know what?
One,
No,
PC.
I want to see if we can get back into the multiplayer because that felt funky. I don't know why that just happened.
I don't know. You went too fast.
That's a real bummer.
Yeah. You know, I've had a PS4. I have had more games crash on the PS4. Not trying to knock PS4 or anything like that, but it's probably because I've been playing a lot of PS4 than I remember maybe from any other generation or other console.
Yeah. I will say that just from our time here today, this game looks a lot better on a pro than on a regular.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
Okay.
like there's like it's not unplayable by any stretch, and the frame rate's pretty consistent on a regular, but like the overall quality of everything just does not look as good on a regular. All right, let's try that. I just want to. I'd really like to be able to do this without it crashing. Let's see how that goes.
Due diligence. Okay, that looks like a real player.
That looks like a player, yes. We've got someone. Okay.
Oh,
I guess I will use the one.
Host? Okay.
Okay, so we are waiting for players right now, so we are just kind of hanging out here. I guess there may just not be that many players. There weren't really a lot of people playing earlier in the week either. So
when this just came out.
It did just come out.
I think the day we're recording this, right? It came out today.
Yeah. Yeah, when I went on before, there was like 1 or 2 people online, which I assume were other reviewers. There may just not be anyone online.
Yeah, I'll give it 10 more seconds. Give it a full minute.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Alex Navarro, Grid. Racing. Toka, if you got him.
Grid is good.
Okay.
It is maybe not great, but it is good.
Okay.
It is solid. I am enjoying my time with it.
Seems like a buffet of racing.
It is a buffet of racing, and like a buffet, none of it is necessarily that great, but there's so much of it, and you can just have as much as you want, and that's cool.
All right.
I wish there were maybe a few more cars, maybe a few more tracks and what have you, but if you're just looking for a solid enough racing game, I think this is kind of what this is.
Well, I appreciate the tour.
Thank you, Vinny.
Thank you, Alex.